In this video, I will share some valuable tips that have helped me many times to stop a panic attack. So if you're also struggling with anxiety and want to learn more about it, stay tuned. Hello and welcome back to my channel where we talk about mental health, conscious living and a vegan lifestyle. If you are struggling with panic attacks, you are not alone. Round about 4% of the world's population has dealt with a panic attack at least once in their life. Even celebrities such as Leonardo DiCaprio, Oprah Winfrey, Ariana Grande, Selena Gomez, and so on. Really, the list goes on, believe me, you can check it in the World Wide Web. Well, they've all admitted that they've been dealing with anxiety disorder themselves. Before I start with my 10 tips on how to stop a panic attack, I want to make a little disclaimer. I am not a psychologist, I am not a doctor, so please be aware of that. And if you're struggling with mental health problems, anxiety, etc., I would really recommend that you are starting to look for an expert in this field who can help you with your problems or even start therapy. This is a very warm recommendation. It has changed so many things for me. But now let's start with my tips. Tip number 1 is so essential, and it's breathing. I have a breathing method that I use whenever I get a panic attack, and it's basically that I breathe in on a count of 4, then I hold my breath on a count of 7, and then I exhale on 8. And I repeat this a couple of times until I feel calmer. My dog wanted to say hi. Hi! If, for example, it is too difficult for you to hold your breath for such a long time, you can also vary it and adjust it to your needs. To wrap this up, focus on your breathing. Since having a panic attack might feel as if you're having a heart attack, it can help to check your pulse and keep remembering yourself that it is a panic attack and it's going to end and it's not fatal. This was actually an advice that my first therapist gave me, and it changed a lot for me. Tip number 3. If you're having a panic attack and you find yourself in an overwhelming environment, you can close your eyes to shut out whatever is going on around you. But please don't do it if you're driving or in a situation where it wouldn't be appropriate to close your eyes. Tip number 4. You can practice this one before you're having a panic attack, and it's creating a safe space for yourself. For example, you are having a panic attack when you are, let's say, outside and you're in a new environment and you're panicking. You can close your eyes and mentally beam yourself to a spot where you feel safe. You can practice this by, for example, at home you're sitting on your bed and you're imagining a safe space, for example, a forest, a meadow, the beach, or just your bedroom. Any space where you feel comfortable and where you feel safe and supported. And if you do this a couple of times, you can, you can make yourself feel really comfortable in this situation, in this surrounding, and you can transport your mind to this safe space when you're having a panic attack. Another tip I have for you is very simple, but it is checking your watch. Because I remember my first panic attacks felt like a lifetime, and by then I was really thinking, shit, I must collapse after this because it feels so long, and there's no way my body can deal with such a strong attack for such a long time. But in reality, it were only a couple of minutes. So by checking your watch, you can once again bring yourself back to reality and realize that it's just a matter of a short amount of time and that it will be better soon. Tip number 6. Fact check your thoughts. Because when you're having a panic attack, it really feels like the world around you is going to end. So maybe you can call a friend or call someone that you feel close to, that you feel you can trust this person, and just talk about whatever is making you feel this anxious. And by speaking out the words that are panicking you, you often realize that it's not as bad as it sounds in your head. So maybe this is something that can help you in the future. Also, I wanted to add that maybe you can even realize a pattern. You know, if you're always having a panic attack while you're on your way to work, or if you're always having a panic attack when you are at a restaurant and you have to pay your bill and you want to add a tip and your mind is like, shit, I don't know math, what am I doing? Oh no, now she's waiting for me to give her my money, and I had this couple of times. So you can, if you see a pattern, you can also see a solution for the problem, So yeah, just talk about it. Tip number 8 is a tip that has helped me a lot in the past. So I personally often get a panic attack when I'm on my way to an appointment. And also people that know me know that I tend to be a bit later than we actually set the appointment. So you can imagine that I am under a lot of pressure, a lot of stress while, wanting to get to the appointment. So instead of, rushing my mind and be like, shit, I have to be there on time, blah, 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 I'm telling myself, okay, right now this situation puts me under pressure. This is not good. What can I do? So instead of panicking, I simply call the friend that I want to meet and tell that person, hey, something came up, I'm gonna be late, thank you in advance for waiting for me. And then you will see that the other person mostly answers with, hey, no problem, take your time, don't stress out, it's gonna be alright. So this also gives you another perspective of the reality, and you can then see that it's not the end of the world if you're late to an appointment. Okay, before I continue with my next 2 tips, I just wanted to make a quick little stop and remind you to leave a thumbs up and a subscription if you come this far and like what you've seen. The next tip that I have for you, tip number 9, is a physical tip. You have this overwhelming feel of terror inside of your body, and all you want to do is hide under a blanket, right? Hug yourself and cry. But this is actually the worst thing that you could do. It is better to stand up straight and to push back your shoulders a little bit, push them down, and then, remember the breathing. And this way, your body is being told that there's no actual danger, I can stand straight, I can, everything is cool. And your brain is gonna realize that, and your body will calm itself down. It's kind of logical, right? So yeah, instead of doing the hunchy hunch, doing the I wanna hug myself, just do the I'm a ballet star, I'm a goddess, I can overcome anything, just come at me, I'm strong, I can do this. Breathe in, breathe out, it's gonna be okay. You know the deal. Tip number 10 is called the 3-3-3 rule. So what is meant by that? You look at the place where you are standing, or where you are right now whenever you're having this panic attack, and you pick out 3 things to look at and name them in your head. For example, I would see luggage, pink luggage. I would see blue basket. I would see pink bag. The second one is you are listening for 3 sounds and name them in your head. And the last 3 is actually move 3 parts of your body. So that can be your fingers, your ankles, your arms, or whatever. Just pick 3 and move them. You can shake your head, you can do the chicken dance, maybe not in public or in public. Just do what comes naturally, do what feels right. Yeah. And then you will notice that you've distracted yourself from your panic attack. Clever, right? Alright, you guys, I hope you found these tips helpful. You can just pick one, or you can try them all out, see what works best for you. That's what I basically do. I choose my method according to the situation I'm in and what feels best in this moment and what feels most natural. But maybe you can, tell yourself right now before the next panic attack occurs, oh, next time I want to try the breathing method, or next time I want to try the 3-3-3 rule, or next time I want to remember to stand up straight, and so that while you're having a panic attack you don't have to also remember all these things and then make a decision, oh shit, which one am I going to use now, and then you maybe feel overwhelmed, and that's not helping. So maybe while you've been listening to this video you felt like you had this intuitional feeling that, oh yeah, this one sounds like I could try this, and then just try it. And if that doesn't work out, you can try another one. So there's no pressure, not from my side, and hopefully not from your side either. And I don't want to put more stress on it, but I just want to help you. So yeah, if you liked it, I would be so glad if you like, subscribe, and you can also comment below if you know another method that helped you, or if you want to share some other things with me. So in the future I will also talk about mindful habits that will help you prevent having a panic attack at all. And yeah, stay tuned if you don't want to miss this. Bye bye.